Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoy this first episode. Now, this is the first episode I've ever made after a full day of work. That's why I'm dressed up. For the rest of these episodes, guys, I will now always be dressed up. As always, let's get right into it. And first up in big CSGO news, we the Team Lounge Gaming have officially quit CSGO and they are done. The organization has left the team, as well as the team has quit CSGO, and they will not be getting back together. They won't pull a TSM or Astralis. They will not be playing away from the organization. Lounge Gaming is officially done with the CSGO team, and they have parted ways from each other. But the really cool thing here about CSGO Lounge and the team is they're going to be playing one more game attached from their organization under their banner flag of CSGO Lounge, and that will be at the European DreamHack Tours Championship there to qualify for an offline qualifier for EU Cologne. So ESL Cologne coming up this summer, they have one last chance to qualify for that. If they by chance qualify for that and maybe do something there, they could possibly come back. But again, this is their one last shot and one last match as a team, and most likely will not turn out too well. But again, they have that one last hope. And speaking of disbands, we had TabseN, who has actually left Team Penta. There's no announcement yet where he's going to go, but he seems very adamant that he will be going to a team sometime soon. He said he's very expectant for the future, and best of luck to TabseN. Obviously a pretty good player for Team Penta. Team Penta has also not announced who will be filling in for TabseN as of now. I will report on that in the next few days, hopefully, if I get that news. And in our absolutely big CSGO news story today, we do have a story coming from the Turkish CSGO team, as known as Space Soldiers. If you guys have not heard about them the last few weeks and months, they've actually come out of nowhere, and they're definitely now certified as a top 30 team in the world in CSGO. So an amazing team and some amazing players. The only problem is here, they do have a language barrier, and they actually came out on CSGO Reddit about this, and Flusha has helped them promote this because they've been having a lot of problems with FPL. If you guys don't know what FPL is, it's the FaceIt Pro League, and they have still not admitted Space Soldiers to their league, which is absolutely astonishing. A great league like FPL should be administering as many teams as possible, especially top 25 teams in the world, and FaceIt Soldiers player himself, Jagex, actually came out and said on CSGO Reddit that they were having the problem being admitted because they think there's a language barrier discrimination going on, and this absolutely sickens me. The fact that 3 of their players can speak English. Jagex went on in the article and said this. 3 of their players can speak English. Yes, under half our team struggles with the language, and that's understandable. A lot of these teams are European, they're Asian, the Oceania. Not all of them can speak English. I understand that. And the fact that they have 3 players that can speak English and FPL still refuses to admit them for some odd reason. I mean, maybe I don't know the actual reasons behind this, but I'm not really sure why FPL actually has to have teams who can speak full English. But to me itself, you should have administration speaking Turkish. You should have administration FPL who actually speak multiple languages. It shouldn't have to be the players who can speak multiple languages. You should have administration hired for that kind of thing, and it just really pisses me off to talk about this. So I do want to spread awareness. Let's get Space Soldiers into the FPL FaceIt Pro League. I don't think language should be a barrier. Again, like Jagex said, 3 of their players do speak English, and I wanted to touch on this very slowly. I'm going to get into this probably later in the week, but again, FPL, open your eyes. Let the Turkish boys play. Also released in the news today, we do have a little dip into Valve files, and we actually saw this coming out on CSGO Reddit, where Valve had a file that actually mentioned ELO quite a few times, which is kind of interesting to think about because as of right now, you guys know, our ranking system is not based off ELO. It's actually based off a different formula that Valve uses and CSGO uses to rank all of us. What if today our rankings weren't there? What if Silver to Global Elite wasn't there? What if our actual rank was based off our ELO number, which would be kind of cool to see, but then again, there'd be so many different numbers, it'd be very complicated. So just a kind of cool thought process. CSGO could be very closely related to League of Legends, but luckily we have those silver ranks, and again, that'd be really weird to see. So yeah, that was the pointless news story of the day. I don't even know why I talked about that. And probably the easiest prediction I made of all time was actually last week's video when I predicted DreamHack Austin, how there would be 2 Brazilian teams of the 2 that were actually there in the finals. Yes, there were 6 of 8 teams there that are actually American teams. None of them made it to the finals. We had Team Liquid and Cloud9 who actually lost coincidentally to Tempo Storm and Luminosity Gaming. So it was Tempo Storm versus LG in the finals, and yes, it was Luminosity Gaming who beat Tempo Storm, best of them in the finals. Not too convincingly, but still it was easy enough for LG. So congrats to the Brazilian teams. The Brazilian scene in CSGO is still looking amazing, and yes, North American teams, we still suck. There's no better way to put it. You guys know I cheer for these teams, but it's really disappointing when you have a league like that in DreamHack Austin where 6 of the 8 teams were American and none of us made it past the semis. Yeah. And in other news, FeTiSh returns to CSGO. If you guys don't know who FeTiSh is, he was a great player back in the day for Team Dignitas, and his Twitter account was hacked when he actually tweeted out he would be returning to CSGO for Team Astralis in place of Kerrigan. His Twitter account was actually hacked. That was not him saying that, but he did say big news coming soon, and it is this: Team Imperial has returned to CSGO. So Team Imperial are now a new team to CSGO. The lineup here on screen, FeTiSh will actually return to CSGO finally. He announced that today, so congrats to you, FeTiSh. He's actually kind of being one of those older CSGO players in the scene now. now. He's got to be one of the oldest compared to Team Pro and all those guys. But congrats to FeTiSh on the return to CSGO, and I hope the best for Team Imperial. And before I wrap this video up, thank you guys all for tuning in. I will be picking up my package today. I'm not going to show you the receipt because that'd be stupid. I'll show you like this is a FedEx receipt. Team YP has shipped me their product. I was actually at work today when it came in, so I'll be going to the FedEx store tonight and picking up the shipment, so you guys can expect that giveaway video sometime soon in the future. As always, you guys have smashed the like button. I mean, I came back home yesterday and saw 1,500 likes, and I just, like, what? So thank you guys all so much for that. I'll pick up that product later tonight, and I'll be doing that giveaway probably this weekend, so stay tuned for that video, guys. I'm going on vacation this weekend, so I'll probably upload a video Saturday or Sunday for that giveaway. So hope you guys all enjoy. As always, thank you all so much. Leave a comment down below. I'll make sure to reply to it when I can. As always, remember, I like you. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another CSGO news video. Remember, I like you. Goodbye.